Philippines.
I'm from Phoenix.
Together, we're
we're Phil's
Phil's
to
to Phoenix.
Phoenix. Two countries
One heart. And welcome to
to our
our
weekly
weekly
Chika
Chikka-chikka.
Chikka. That's not exactly been weekly, so we're working on that one.
It's Chikka-chikka.
It's Chika Chikka. But
so, so we'll give an update for what's going on. Or
we got back June 1st. We said that last one, so.
yeah, because we did the one when we arrived. We have that. We just skipped last week.
Yeah, we just skipped last week. We skipped last week because we really hadn't done anything since we got back.
Yeah,
There wasn't a whole lot to update for that week.
I agree. It's like
It's amazing the amount of stuff that can build up while you're gone for a month.
I was impressed. I will say with my work, I was so impressed. But when I go back, I thought I will have like 2,000 email in like internal, and I was impressed. Like it's slow time for me for the entire week, and then it's just getting back to reality. It's also a good thing. You know.
And it is. It's kind of a cool thing, and we're finally starting to get back into the swing of things. I'm starting to volunteer at church in the media ministry. I'm starting to go back and do some
Yeah.
photo video work of the remodeling and construction that's going on.
Yeah. Well, you could do that.
We get caught up on all of our paperwork. With a disability claim, it took me 4 or 5 days to get a hold of the right people, and it was into last week before I managed to get a hold of everybody and
Yeah.
make sure all the correct paperwork was getting to everywhere. And we had a insurance payment due on our car
Oh yeah.
that was technically overdue because we were out of country and I never got the invoice, so we had to smooth that one over.
Yeah.
You started your new class here
And, yeah.
last week.
It's pretty intense. Like I need to focus this. It's not just like, minor. It's major, major
Yeah.
subject or course that I need to focus on.
We actually wound up having to get we didn't have to, but we chose to get a management accounting book or something like that for you.
I really need that one. I'm looking forward on checking out, or maybe I don't know. I'll see on borrowing or some accounting books. Maybe this week I'll check on that one. But yeah, me personally, I need to focus on that subject because it's like the tension is there. I could really feel it. Like I need to read.
Yeah, your next year's worth of classes are going to be pretty intense.
Yeah.
And that's actually going to be something that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for us for this channel because we've decided, and this is a mutual decision, that we're going to cut back on a lot of our activities and social clubs. And
Yeah.
so weekends on Wednesdays are going to be
True.
a little bit of a challenge on cramming up some stuff periodically. This Friday, promise, we're going to do Cindy's
Really?
3-year interview.
Yeah.
We were hoping to do it last week on the 13th, a month late, but like I said, catching up kind of took priority, and
Yeah.
we just weren't able to get
It's
to it
just
and
putting
free up the
plays
time.
together, yeah.
But we will get on that this weekend and get that posted probably next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And before we started this, we actually talked about a lot of the expats living in the Philippines do these monthly budget projects.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting from an American perspective to watch them to kind of get a handle on roughly what it's going to cost to live there. And it kind of got me thinking about doing an American budget in pesos to help some of the Filipinos that are looking to come here
Yeah. Agreed.
realize that it's you earn a lot more money here,
But
but because you earn so much more money,
you have a lot of way bills to pay.
and so her and I over the next couple weeks are gonna go over which parts of the budget we would like to share
Yeah, so you have an idea.
and kind of get an idea of what our budget is, give what national averages are,
Agreed, yeah.
and convert the figures into pesos, and we'll post them, and I'll figure out how to do that somehow on video
Yeah.
so that we can do a budget video from an American's perspective in pesos, geared more towards a Filipino audience, but any of the other fil-am couples that want to check it out.
Yeah.
Uh, and just kind of creatively come up with some more stuff to do a lot of filling.
Yeah.
A lot of our weekend on Wednesday is probably going to be videos from the Philippines that I'm having to go back through and edit. That boneheaded me, forgot the chargers. So, but on the upside, I should have enough video to cover me for about a year's worth of weekends on Wednesday, or
Agree.
flashback Fridays.
Yeah.
to-
Until we go back to the Philippines.
until we go back and I get
Or
to get
go
more.
somewhere else, you know. We
That,
will see.
And we're not going to give up doing things entirely,
Yeah.
but we're going to do a lot more Cindy and John things that we've kind of wanted to do. There's Casa Grande ruins that I've wanted to take you to
Yeah, I like
down
that one.
in Casa Grande.
Yeah, maybe next month or yeah, July, because we will be meeting up with my friend in Tucson.
And that might be an idea to
That
do
would be
to do it
weekend.
that weekend.
Yeah.
We can probably go down and stay at Carolyn's.
Yeah.
I've got a sister that lives down in Casa Grande that we talk about occasionally. My sister Carolyn,
Yeah.
and if she's, do you know is she going to be in town?
I don't know. That's a good question.
She leaves town quite a bit. Craig should be in town even if she isn't.
Oh yeah, agreed. Yeah.
So we might be able to go down there and stay at their place,
Yeah.
meet your friend, and then just do Casa Grande ruins the next day.
Sige.
But there's other activities. Your birthday's coming up in September,
Oh, thanks for remembering. That would be
and
Labor Day.
it's actually a Labor Day weekend that weekend.
We might go somewhere else.
Uh,
We might go somewhere else.
and there's a Grand Canyon Railway that we've talked about a couple times doing, and just haven't had the time to do so. So this might be a good time to go look at doing something like that. That we're figuring on cutting back.
Yeah.
Jack Cares is the one that we are going to stay with very heavily. And so there's going to be some things that we're doing with that. And that Jack Cares periodically will go to Mexico and some of these other places. But they're beginning to be a little bit more selective in what they do and where they're choosing to spend money. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to see what that kind of morphs into over the next year.
Yeah. We'll see.
And that actually kind of brings everything up to date.
Agreed. Yeah.
So this Chikka-chikka is going to be a fairly short session.
Yeah.
What else? has
We
been going on?
might be looking on changing or maybe work on some topics, tips on like chika-chikka, and then some tips moving forward. You know, we will have to create ideas or be innovative in our videoing.
We're having to figure some of these out, and we've talked in the past about trying to do
it just didn't match
communication between fil-am couples and some
so we
help
might
topics like
to
that.
start
And
because since we have less activities in the weekend, we might think of an idea on how
Yeah.
what to share, so that it would be more what I call this. You could learn from us, so it will be useful to the viewers.
very much so, and very useful on both ends too, because a couple of the fil-am couples that we know that they're running into very similar issues and how to deal with a lot of these situations. One couple that we hang out with a lot, that I don't know whether or not he knew what Tampo was until he met his wife, but found out what it was really quick. And he handled it about as well as I did to begin with, which wasn't terribly well. And they had some interesting times because of that. And just, the tips and techniques we use to help deal with stuff like that. We had some communication issues in the very beginning that were a challenge for us to get over, and just give some tips and techniques on how we got over them.
Yeah, agreed. So
And it's been an interesting ride
for 3 years,
doing blending of the two cultures. So
it's more of like respect, understanding, love, patient. It's like all like partnership, teamwork, honest,
Very much so.
open, and being honest. That's the key. So
And that's the biggest key right there is just being, completely open
yeah,
and
it's
completely
either
honest.
good or
Even
bad. You're the team. You're the only two person who could deal with it, work it out. So just there's no other person. It's you. If you are in trouble, you both need to figure it out how to fix it, right?
very much so. And that's kind of where the biggest help that we've
Yeah.
came to is just 100% honesty, no
Honest.
matter
Even
what the
it's
situation.
so hard, it's so difficult to accept, but hey,
And just being as open as you can, just being completely open, not as open as you can be, but just being
just be
completely open,
and then,
even
hey, this is the thing. It's hard to say so at first if you're not used to, and we're gonna share that
so.
more. So yeah,
And we're hoping to get a bunch more of those out. A once a month schedule would be really cool to do those.
yeah,
Not sure we're going to be able to stick to it.
but we will
We've
see.
talked about it in the past, and with everything that we were doing, it just wasn't working.
So we will see and start
And
doing
so,
it slowly, like step
with
by
doing
step.
some of the cutting back, and to be bluntly honest, some of the cutting back is a financial reasons
Yeah.
that we're gonna try and budget a fairly large chunk of our income
Save. Oh,
to be set aside to not be spent on day-to-day expenses,
yeah, agreed.
for vacations and stuff that we want to do, but also to try and set it aside so that if the situation happens where one of us can go to the Philippines, we'll know the other can
Yeah,
get by comfortably without a change in lifestyle
yeah,
and have enough money to go.
agreed. So
So, but that's where we're at this point, and not saying that that situation is going to happen, but
well, just figure out.
time will tell, and we would like to know whether or not it would be possible or doable if it does develop,
Yeah.
and figure it out from there. But I'm kind of out of things to say,
Me too. So
so
mabuhay!
mabuhay!